be business, let it be business, education, academics, whatever it is, we need to have research. So what do you know about research? So what is the purpose of research and why we are doing research? So imagine I'm starting a company and I'm interested in launching some products. So you might have heard about the company ID Fresh, and they are having very innovative and new kind of products. So like the Vada batter, which the Vada. So they are making Vadas, and we are able to make that the very same Vada which we are getting from the hotels and all, even without wetting our hands. We just have to take the batter, squeeze it, and just simply fry the vada. So we are getting a perfect round vada with holes. So I have seen an interview with the CEO of that company, and in that he was mentioning. So what is the very unique thing about vada? What is the main important component or element of the vada? So people were thinking maybe the taste of the vada, the crispiness, or so these kind of. But they identified that the whole which the vada is having, or that is making the vada a unique one. So this kind of some idea or this kind of realization they make, they had this because of some research they conducted. So before launching something or before innovating or developing some product, people used to conduct research so that they are able to understand what are the preference, what are the likes, what are the dislikes, what are the attitude, what is the behavior of people. So in that way, we have to identify some problem. We are having many problems in the business of day-to-day life, and we are interested in solving these problems. So research, and that is the purpose of research. We are interested to identify, solve, or find a solution to some problems. So to start with the meaning of the research, we can see research is an endeavor to discover answers to intellectual and practical problems through the application of scientific method. So the scientific element is there because we are conducting something through the application of some scientific methods and tools. So we are applying science into the research process. We are identifying some problems, what is the question or research problem we are having, then using some tools for collection of data, then analysis of data. All these things we are doing using some scientific systematic techniques and tools. So that is the process of research. Research is an endeavor to discover answers to intellectual and practical problems through the application of scientific method. Then the meaning of research. So research is an endeavor to discover answers to intellectual and practical problems through the application of scientific method, and it is a systemized effort to gain new knowledge. And this definition has been given by Redman and Mori, authors. Then research is a systematic process of collecting and analyzing information, which is the data, in order to increase our understanding of the phenomenon about which we are concerned or interested. So we are interested in solving some problem. We are interested to find a solution to a problem. So we are applying some scientific method for understanding or finding a solution to a problem using some systematic method. So this is the concept or meaning of research. So again, some of the different authors have given different definitions for the research. And the obvious function of research is to add new knowledge to the existing store, but its power for cleansing our minds of cliches and removing the rubbish of inapplicable theory is equally important. Then scientific research is a cumulative process, especially in social sciences. Understanding can be advanced by gains in orders, but also by discarding outward assumptions. So the process is explained in this definition given by Mr. Hari, the author. So in that, he is explaining what is the purpose of research, what is the process of research and what are the uses, why we are conducting research. So we are making some assumption about some fact or some problem and testing that assumption using some data which we are collecting and doing some scientific analysis of that data. Then the objectives. So the meaning we have seen that research is having some specific objective and how we are going to conduct or find the results for some solution for a problem. So the research basically comprises of defining and redefining the problems. So it is said that a problem well defined is half solved. So we can see that if we are able to identify the problem in a well manner or well defining is the half part of the solving the problem. So the first step is or objective of the research is to define the research problem which we are having. Then formulating the hypothesis or suggested solutions. So then after identifying a problem, we are finding or we are identifying what are the possible solutions for that particular problem. So the second objective or second process of the research is formulate the hypothesis or suggest some solution for the problem. Then obviously we have to collect data, or we have to see or we have to test that hypothesis based on some data. Empirical testing is there, and the concept of empirical testing comes only when some data, valid data is there. So we collect data through various techniques, sampling techniques and for data collection is there. So using this data we are collecting, then organizing and evaluating the data, and we are conducting an analysis for arriving at some conclusion. So and the last carefully, at last carefully testing the conclusions to determine whether they fit the formulating of hypothesis. So we want to know what if the selected solution. So we identified some solution and we are interested to see how far the solution is effective. So we are testing that solution in some context. It varies in different contexts. So maybe solution which is viable in one situation or one given set of objective situation may not be equal in other set of situations. So we test that objective or solution for a particular situation and see whether it is giving enough or accurate or the desired outcome. So these are the objectives of research, and the introduction we have seen. So this is the meaning of research and the objective of research. Thank you. So we will continue the rest of the